played in the prize, and I must say I'm very grateful to all of them. And the first thing I would like to say about my prize is that the weather relented. Of course, Irish people bore everyone by talking about the weather. The reason they talk about the weather is because the weather is so uncertain, and was it ever as uncertain as it has been for the last week. The course here was flooded on Thursday. Everyone looking out on Friday in a fine day, and there was still casual water on the course on Friday evening. And Saturday, despite all the forecasts, was fine. But the forecaster said there's absolutely no hope for the weekend. So we called on all our household gods, and we stormed heaven with our prayers. And I'm glad to say we had an absolutely marvellous day, weather-wise. And that's to be thanked. That is a real blessing, and that's what made the day. Apart, of course, from the people who played, and that who really made the day. But when the sun shines, or when the weather relents at all, everything else seems to fall into place. Now, there are many people to be thanked for making this such a marvellous day for me and for the club. First of all, the groundsman, who toiled magnificently in difficult conditions and had the course, I think, in excellent condition, considering the weather. I'd like you to give him a round of applause, Tom. Now, I'd like to thank the committee who were behind me all the way to make this such a fine day, and more particularly the competition secretary, PG Lyons, who I'm sorry to say can't be with us this evening, and Seamus Delan subbed up for him, and he did a marvellous job. And I'd also like to thank, of course, Paddy Lyons, our secretary, who was a thorough strength, and Tony O'Malley, who was there all day helping out, and many other people. Tom Moore, of course, was behind the bar, Mike Shields, Paddy Doherty behind the bar, and many people who bore the burden of the day. And I'd like to thank Peggy Geary for the floral arrangements, which, as usual, were absolutely magnificent, just perfect. Thank you, Peggy. And lastly, I'd like to thank my long-suffering wife, who's been she's been hearing nothing but the captain's prize for the last few weeks. I think she thought it was like climbing Mount Everest, but anyway, I think we're over the hump, as they say. So again, as I said, I'd like to thank everyone, and thank more especially all the people who played today. That's what makes it. That's what makes the club is this type of a day. You know, that's what makes the type of solidarity that makes a club vibrant and living, and a real club. And I must say, I really felt that atmosphere here today. A real community, a real club atmosphere. I must say that this is very encouraging, very warming, very rewarding. Thank you. Now, to get on with the prize giving, there must be prize winners, and of course, every man striveth and only one gaineth the prize. So, it isn't just for the prize winners, but of course, that the prize winners are honoured, and we congratulate them for some fine play. There was some fine play here today. Conditions weren't that easy. It was playing a good length, and there were some difficult pin positions, but there was some marvellous scoring, I'd say that. And there was some marvellous scoring from some old stalwarts from the club, and this is also something that I must say I was glad to see. Now, the first prize we're presenting is to the Veterans Prize to Dominic Ahern. Now, Dominic, of course, is somewhat has left the club somewhat in that he isn't here all the time now, but we know he's with us in spirit if he isn't physically with us. And he told me this evening that he'd been a member of the club for I think it was about 35 years, which is a great record. And he says he's not a bit modest, or he isn't a bit ashamed, or doesn't have any hang-ups about his age. He claims anyway to be 72 years of age, but if you look at him here, I think he's about 42 years of age. Anyway, Dominic had a marvellous score of 64, and he says, of course, that it could have been several shots better and he could have been hanging in there for the big prize. Congratulations, Dominic.
Mr. Captain and friends, naturally I'm delighted after 35 years to come up. A couple of years ago I had a run, but Georgie Shire picked me at the post. I've been around for a long time, being third, fourth, fifth and sixth, but today I thought I had it in my hand, but the 8th was my downfall. However, I'd like to congratulate the winner, and hopefully I'll be back again next year before my 73rd birthday. Thank you very much.
Now the next prize is the past captain's prize, which goes to Harry Knight. Again, Harry is a real old stalwart of the club. If Dominic has been a member for 36 years, I somehow think Harry might be able to beat that. I don't know what you to say about that, Harry. But no comment to say. Congratulations, Harry. Few words, Harry. Modest little. Now the next prize is eighth prize with a 64, which goes to a great old star of the club. He may not have been playing golf. Very long, but he has really been a real enthusiast when he took up what he describes as the small ball game after being a great rugby and soccer enthusiast for years. But he lives fairly adjacent to the club. He only has to cross a few ditches to get here. Paddy O'Connor.
Again, I'd like to thank everybody as well, also our great captain here and the committee. You've done a wonderful job. And thanks.
And the 7th prize on the back nine, Tom Devine, a great stalwart, always with the club for the last many 20 or 30 years. Tom Devine. Tom there. Right, Tom, thanks.